Hello, everyone. It is Briximus Prime back for another live stream unboxing. And today we have two boxes to open. We have a small one, but very heavy from Amazon. And then we also have another package courtesy of Linkimus Prime. If none of you know who Linkimus Prime is, he is a fellow Transformers / action figure reviewer on YouTube. You can check there's a link in the description to his channel. You can go and check that out if you haven't checked him out yet. But I do have a package from him. There is more context behind this package, but we'll get to this in a second. But yeah, first off, channel updates. First off, I am gonna be slowing down a little bit on content within the next week and a half. Because I made a community post about it. The Lego convention, Briximus, is coming up again. It's on August 24th through the 27th, I think. And excuse me. I always like to take kind of a break from YouTube, and I just try to I try to do a little bit of a break from YouTube, and I just go on and I'll go and talk about stuff on the Lego channel. But yeah, the Brick Slopes will be coming up, and I'm not going to be uploading as much YouTube videos, though I am going to see if I can maybe plan something in advance and upload something while I'm at Brick Slopes, just so that there's just something else. But just so that you guys kind of have some content to go with you. But yeah. So yeah, first off, I'll be going along with some of the content. Yeah. Hey, Linkimus Prime Productions. How is it going? Yeah, how is it going? He is in the chat. Again, he's the one who sent over the box. And I'll provide some context on this in a little bit. But first things first, I do need to get into this package. This is a Amazon box that's been sitting here for a little too long. It's been sitting on my review station for almost a week. Because the reason why is because I've been waiting to do a live stream unboxing for it, and I kind of don't want to do a live stream unboxing just for one package. I feel awkward making live stream unboxings for only one package now. I feel like every time I get packages, I have to do more than one, because then the live streams are too short. Also, hi Firewall. I didn't properly greet you when you came in. I'm doing all right, by the way. I'm feeling pretty good today, because not just because I have the live stream unboxing, but also I have my knife, by the way. I'm not just because of the packages and live stream unboxings and such, but also I passed my math final today. I took a math final for college today, and I passed. So I'm feeling pretty good. Do what you want to do, bro. There we go. But yeah, I am excited for this package because this is a action figure that I missed out on, and Hasbro recently re-released it. And so I thought it was the best opportunity to pick it up. And it's very heavy and very weighty, and makes me excited to pull it out of there. This is the Marvel Legends reissued figure of the Marvel Legends Gladiator Hulk from Thor Ragnarok. I missed out on that original Build-A-Figure that they had for the Gladiator Hulk. So when I heard that they were reissuing it as a fully fledged Build-A-Figure on Amazon, I definitely needed to take the opportunity to pick this guy up, because I missed out on this guy. And this is my favorite interpretation of the MCU Hulk. I love the Gladiator Hulk design, and so I had to definitely get this. Plus, I like the World War Hulk comic line. So this figure also kind of appeals to that comic book side of that side of the Marvel universe as well as like the comics, not just the movie. All right, let's crack this guy open. Again, I like to just feature other stuff in my live streams just to pattern out the length of just to make him not feel as short. And so don't worry, Linkimus will get to the main event in a second. It's just I've been wanting to open this for a little while. Okay, that is that, and look at that. He is so heavy. This thing is heavy. All right. And he comes in a body bag. Oh, great. Big Hulk-sized body bag. And then all the accessories are in here. They're spilling out. Okay, so we've got his axe, which is a little small, but there's his axe. We've got the giant hammer. Then I think this is... What else did he come with? I know he came with an alternate head and I think one alternate hand, I think. Oh, yep. There's his yelling head. His alternate grabby hand. And then what's in here? Oh, this is his helmet. That's right. His helmet is a separate piece from the actual head. That is right. That looks pretty good. I like the paint on the crest right there. That looks pretty good. It's got a nice fade to it. I need to get Scourge. Any reuse from previous Marvel Legends MCU Hulks? Just curious. Any reuse? I don't have any other Hulks. This is actually funny enough. This is actually my first Marvel Legends Hulk that I've ever owned. I don't have any of the comic book ones. I don't have any other MCU Hulks. This is my very first Marvel Legends Hulk. Dang, look at him. Man, this guy is very big. I do have kind of a impression of Hulk through the Abomination Build-A-Figure, but again, that's not Hulk. But yeah, this is my official first Hulk ever to have in Marvel Legends. Oh, yeah. Love this design. I also love the Lego minifigure they did for this. Well, not minifigure, but the Lego figure they did of Gladiator Hulk. Here, let's complete the look. Let's give him the helmet. Give him the helmet. As well as put the hammer in his grip. Come on. Put the hammer in his grip. There we go. That is a gorilla grip that Hulk has. Oh yeah, I didn't get to try the articulation, so he's got the arms that go up, down, rotate. The shoulder pad is made of a pliable material, so it kind of gets out of the way for posability. Ooh, his elbow bend, he just barely manages to get 90 degrees out of that elbow. I'm glad they included a fist here, because I feel like Hasbro could have easily cheaped out and not given us any fist with this guy. But I mean, like, it's Hulk. You got to have a fist of some kind, right? Hips actually have a lot more range than I thought they would, so that's good. Double jointed knees. Let's swap out the fist for the other grabby hand just so we can give him the axe. Come on. There we go. Alrighty. Oh. Man, he has a really tight grip. The helmet doesn't really stay on as well as I was hoping it would. But hey, it does complete the look, though. So there is Gladiator Hulk with his big old hammer and axe. He's got the helmet on. Again, the helmet is kind of a weird... Part of me kind of wishes they just made the helmet a separate head sculpt. Like, part of me wishes they just made it an entirely separate head sculpt from the rest of the body. Like that it's molded onto the head, you know? Come on. I'm trying to get his yelling face on there with the helmet. That'll look better. There we go. Got his yelling face on. Let's at least give him some kind of pose. Hulk has always... I've always loved Gladiator Hulk. I really liked Hulk when I was a young kid, so I've just always kind of had a soft spot for Hulk. So when I got older, I felt like Gladiator Hulk was like my favorite like design for Hulk. So there we've got the Gladiator Hulk. And again, he is very heavy. Like, holy crap. Like, I feel like I could chuck this across the room and it will put a hole in the wall. Like, this guy is dense. I also like his, like, freaking, like, Jesus sandals or whatever. You can get the Diamond Select Immortal Hulk if you need a really good comic book Hulk. But yeah, I'm really satisfied with him. He's a good figure. He is a good figure. All right, let's see. We're at 11 minutes. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's get into the background context. So, background context behind this package from Linkimus Prime. So me and Linkimus Prime made a deal where I would send him a figure that he was looking for, and he would send me a figure that I was looking for, and they both would be about the same value. And so this was the figure that he sent me that we basically were trading around. So, and I don't think he's gotten the figure that I sent him yet. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm going to let him reveal that on his own terms. But this is the figure that he sent me as kind of like a trade for the figure. And so this is one that I don't own that I've kind of been looking for. And yeah, let's just get it right on open. So you could glue the helmet to the head if you don't mind not being able to swap the helmet anymore. I mean, I kind of like it, but I'm also kind of like, why could... Well, the other reason why I feel like it looks a little weird is not just that it's wobbles around a lot, but also like the helmet looks a little big on him. Like it looks a little bloated on his head. Or maybe I just haven't seen Thor Ragnarok in a while, but I feel like it looks just a teeny bit big on his face. Like his face looks a little too small for the helmet that's around him. Like it just looks a little off, but it's not that big an issue. It still looks completely fine. It's just me personally, I would have rather it been sculpted to the head because then they could have got it more flush looking, but whatever. Yeah, not yet, but I'm guessing it should be here early to mid tomorrow to Monday. Yeah, I would guess around about the same. But yeah, this guy, it's a figure I've been looking for. Linkimus sent it over, so let's go ahead and take a look. Also, really exciting stuff going on with Briximus. I'm going to share more content about the Briximus Lego convention more. They have there's a Lego... I'm going to be building some mocks for the convention. Mock stands for my own creation. And basically, I've been building a steampunk stagecoach that'll be pulled by a steampunk horse. I've been building a steampunk mechanical spider along with a Lego transforming Soundwave from Transformers. The Soundwave, I've barely gotten any kind of progress on, but the steampunk stuff I have basically got finished. And if you guys want, I can show off some of those builds if you like. But yeah, let's take a look at the figure within. First of all, we've got grocery bags. Grocery bags. Thanks, Linkimus. This is just what I wanted. Yes, I traded Linkimus Prime a Transformer for grocery bags. Yes. This was so worth it. Oh, yeah. Grocery bags. Grocery bags. And they're... You must shop at Smith's a lot. And what's this other one? CVS Pharmacy. You must visit CVS Pharmacy. You must shop at CVS Pharmacy and Smith's. All right. Anyway, here's the actual item itself. This is the Transformers Legacy Evolution Toxitron Collection G2 Universe, a G2 cloud cover. That was a lot of building up to this guy. It's the Transformers Legacy Evolution Voyager class Toxitron Collection G2 Universe cloud cover. Like, what the heck? It's a bit of a mouthful for this guy, but yeah, this is the Conehead repaint, and I believe it's retooled after Ramjet, the Ramjet mold specifically. And the only figure out of this wave I actually owned was the Toxitron, so now I've got the G2 cloud cover, and he looks pretty good. He's got the yelling face on there. And this is if none of you know the context behind this character, I like the artwork, by the way. I like the artwork here on the Toxitron collection boxes. But the context behind this character is we have a lot of those, ran out of bubble wrap. Yeah, the context behind this character is he's based on an unreleased figure that was supposed to come out during the G2 era back in the 90s. It was a canceled toy that never ended up getting released, where it was basically a repaint of the original G1 Ramjet mold, and they repainted it as cloud cover, but it never got released. I don't remember exactly why. I think it was just because G2 just wasn't selling or something, and they were rebranding for, Beast Wars and such. Beast Wars and Beast Machines was the rebrand. But this figure, Hasbro ended up making this cloud cover later, inspired from that canceled toy from forever ago. And because it's a brand new character, I feel kind of obligated to get this figure because I like getting new characters, even if they're repaints. And that's why I haven't really had an interest in the other Toxitron collection figures in the wave, because they're all figures that are, different characters, or like they're all the same character, just in different colors. Where Cloud Cover here, he's an actual, separate character of his own, even though he's a repaint. Where, the other Toxitron figures, it's like, Jazz, Mirage, blah, 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 blah. It's just everyone who we've already seen just in different colors. And I'm not counting the Road Rocket repaint because it's basically just Road Rocket in different colors. That one doesn't really count in my eyes. But yeah, this guy looks really fun. I like the color scheme on this guy. I like the little yellow and black, checkered look on this guy. And again, the Toxitron collection stuff has all looked pretty good so far, especially that Toxitron figure. I absolutely adore Toxitron. He's back there behind me. I don't know if you can see him. He's right here. I think I unboxed this guy as well on a live stream unboxing, but I love Toxitron. He's another great addition to the collection. But yeah, let's get Cloud Cover out of here. I don't have my wire cutters. These wire cutters, I keep saying it, are an absolute blessing because now I don't have to go in with big bulky scissors and cut twisty ties. These have really been a big help in taking Transformers out of the packaging without damaging them. Because with scissors, I feel like I risk chipping paint or chipping all kinds of stuff, where these have really helped with getting figures out of packaging. Oh, come on. Get on out of there. Don't make me destroy the box. Technically, these are twisty ties, and you can just twist them off, but who's got time for that? Who's got time to go in one by one and just untwist these? Just freaking rip it out of there. Just absolutely destroy the packaging. Rip the box apart. Plus, again, Hasbro doesn't really care about the packaging anymore, so why should I? Technically, that's a lie. There is one of the things I love about the packaging, even though they're giving them less and less plastic and they're easier to throw away. The artwork on Transformers packaging still looks just as amazing as it did back in Siege. Like, a lot of Transformers packaging just looks amazing. Come on. Trying to get his null rays out of there. Null rays. There we go. That's garbage now. All right, let's get the null rays onto the actual Seeker himself. Now, I should make it clear, I've never really been a big fan of this particular mold, at least when it comes to Starscream. The Coronation Starscream figure and the Earthrise Starscream, didn't really like them all that much. But I've always said that I like this mold when it's used for the Coneheads, because the reason why I never really liked this mold for Starscream is because Starscream, I feel like this mold is too bulky. Starscream always looks too bulky with this mold, where the Coneheads, they're meant to be bulky. They're kind of meant to be the bulkier, the muscle of the Seekers. So this particular body mold fits well for these guys, but I don't think it fits very well for the other figures, for the, like for Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker. I don't really like the way they look. The only reason I own that mold is because they gave it Coronation gear. But the Coneheads, I love these guys. I've already got Cloud Cover now. I've got the G2 Sandstorm, and I've got the just recently re-released Dirge. You can kind of see Sandstorm right there, which, by the way, that G2 Sandstorm, I think he's another canceled Conehead that was going to be part of G2, but he doesn't have the G2 Decepticon insignias, where this guy does have the G2 Decepticon insignias. I don't know if you can see that. Here you go. Let me turn it the other way so it's right side up. Yeah, this guy has the G2 Decepticon logos. Why won't this thing freaking just... Come on, focus. 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 Focus, you stupid camera. Whatever. You can see it. You can see it. Point is, it's there. But yeah, this guy looks great. I like the paint apps. Sculpting looks... That was random. Gladiator Hulk just spontaneously fell over. And again, the helmet just came flying off and went all the way over here. Got it. Anyway, Gladiator Hulk, get out of here. We're not paying attention to you at the moment. We're paying attention to Cloud Cover. So yeah, there he is. And obviously, I don't need to look at the instructions. I already know how this guy works. Yeah, he's got that yelling face. Man, he has really nice red eyes. Even though I hate that light piping is becoming less and less common in Transformers nowadays, but I really appreciate when Hasbro at least properly paints in the eyes and faces of their Transformers, especially when they have nice, bright red eyes like on this guy here. And again, this yellow and black checkered, the checkering, whatever, that checkered paint scheme, I think fits really well for this guy. I really he has that 90s color scheme vibe, but it's not like really overbearing because, like, let's face it, the other reason I don't like those repaints of like Jazz and Mirage and such, I never grew up on those original toys, so I don't really have a nostalgic soft spot for them looking like the 90s vomited all over them. I just prefer them in their original 80s color schemes. And so I like how this guy still has that 90s coloring vibe, but again, it's not so overbearing. It's not like really obnoxious. Like, it's just the right amount of obnoxious. I like the smoky black cockpit. I like the color scheme for that. I'm quickly transforming him because, you know, I already own this mold multiple times, so I already know how to transform the cone heads. I already know how to transform these guys, so this should be fairly simple to put together. That's a tight joint. That's a tight transformation joint right there. Okay, and then this locks back up. I think, if it will. It's not doing it. Whatever. Alrighty. Yeah, I like the cone heads. Point is, I like the cone heads, and I hope your package shows up soon, Linkimus Prime, because it's a very very important package. But yeah, the main reason me and Linkimus did this, though, the whole trading figures around through the mail, it's because the figure I sent to him is a figure that he's really, really been looking for and having a hardest time to find, and I happened to find more than one. So I bought the one for myself, and then I went back and bought the one for him, and then decided to send it to him. But because we don't really want to pay on Venmo, and instead of paying me back through Venmo or whatever, he just sent me another figure. A figure that I don't have that's of the same value, and obviously I don't mind. And this guy looks really good. He's kind of overexposed at the moment. Here, can I, like, turn down the light or something? Is there a way to, like, turn down the light? Just to not make him as overexposed. But yeah, there he is. There is the Generations Legacy Evolution cloud cover. I like it. I like the pastel baby blues color scheme, and I like the, like, almost digital looking tiger stripe stuff going across him. Like, he's got a stripe right there, stripe right there, stripe right there. Like, it's a good looking color scheme. I like his striped look with the slight digital kind of, like, you know, it's a good camo color scheme. Again, the name says it all. Cloud cover. Like, he looks like he literally has, like, a sky blue, like, cloud camo color scheme. Like, this guy could literally disguise himself in the clouds. So, like, the name really says it all. I do like it. Yeah. And then, of course, you need to attach those null rays on there, because then he actually has some firepower. Which, again, even though the yellow and black stuff, the yellow and black checkered pattern is very bright and very distracting on the figure, it hides away in his vehicle mode by being kibble that's on the bottom. So again, disguise is emphasized on this guy. So very nice. QC good. Yeah. All the joints feel nice and tight. Nothing feels loose. Nothing feels like it's going to break. The transformation, as you can see, was pretty straightforward. Nothing felt like it was going to, you know, break or come loose. They're bringing back windowed boxes to Marvel Legends. So there's that. People complain so much that about light piping and how it makes the figure look dead inside, and Hasbro caved. Yeah, but you can still have light piping on some figures and make them look absolutely amazing. Like, look at Shockwave and Siege Soundwave. They have the bright yellow eyes, and yet when you put the light behind them, it's like emphasized by 100. Like, who's another good example? Who's another good example? I'm trying to think. Who's another good one? Like I feel like that's that's a kind of a dumb excuse, because I've seen a lot of figures that have light piping, and they do not look dead inside at all when it's not going through. That just means that Hasbro put too dark of a plastic inside the light piping. The only time that's ever happened to me is with, like, light piping on, like, Masterpiece figures that have light piping. But yeah, there's Cloud Cover. We got Cloud Cover, and we got Gladiator Hulk. I do have some other packages that are going to be showing up sometime later, I think next week. So I'll do another live stream unboxing around then. But I was really eager to get these guys out of the boxes. So there we are. And yeah, be sure to keep me posted, Linkimus, so that when you get that package of yours, I want to make sure that you get that. Because I got mine, so I want to make sure that you get your end of the bargain. because I mean we started this whole thing for me to send that package to you. So, and then what else? Oh yeah, might as well show this off while I've got it over here. So I did get my very first NECA figure actually. So my brother gifted me a NECA. Oh shoot, the accessory fell. He gave me a NECA Predator 2 Ultimate Boar Predator. This isn't my first NECA figure that I've handled, but this is my first NECA figure that I've ever owned. I've always been interested in these Predator figures because they're really detailed and really cool looking. Like the Predator's always been a cool looking pop culture icon. And of course, this box really looks great as well. It's got the opening flap. I've already taken the figure out of the box, but yeah, I've always liked how these NECA figures look. Plus, NECA has always had a pretty good reputation from what I've seen. They've had a lot of great stuff with their Ninja Turtles and their horror movie figures and Alien and Predator. I've heard a lot of good things about their Godzilla figures, which I still want. I still want one of those Godzilla figures, but here he is. Here is the Predator. He looks pretty dang good. He's got a blast effect for his little shoulder cannon. He's got the extending spear. And in his hand, I had this human skull accessory in his hand that he came with. This is how I'm going to have him displayed on the shelf. Though one thing I keep debating about is I really love the masked head, but I also really, really love the unmasked head too. The unmasked head also looks just as equally awesome. And there's like a slight glossiness of paint on the face, which makes him really look a lot more alive and like he's really like moist. But yeah, this is my first ever NECA figure that I've ever actually like owned in my collection. And he looks really good. Like a lot of everything that I've heard about NECA with like their paint, their sculpt work and everything, it's all true. Everything that everyone has mentioned about NECA's quality and such, I can completely see it here in this Predator figure. And I love how he's got like a little like bits of string that are like holding up these little skulls right here, and like it literally has like there's so much quality on this figure, especially with the paint. Like very collector oriented figures. And yeah, I'll definitely try to review this at some point because I try to have a lot of variety on the channel, not just Transformers. I like to throw in a couple things here and there every so often just so that I can kind of have a lot of variety of things that I've reviewed. And so that guy really fits the bill. Did you heat it up right? That should always be the first thing you do with a NECA figure. Actually, no. I actually have not heated up the figure. He actually feels really good. Like none of the joints on him feel like I need to necessarily heat them up. Because like all of them just feel pretty good actually. Like all his joints feel good. The head sculpt feels amazing. The joints over here feel nice. The shoulders feel great. The elbows are very smooth but also sturdy. The wrists, all the wrists on all the hands and the alternate hands feel great. The abdomen joint, it's not too tight. It's not too tight. The waist joint that adds extra posability is all good. Hip joints are great. This one does feel, this right leg hip joint does feel a little looser than this one. But again, he still holds up poses just fine. And then the outward movement feels great. Knees feel great. Like there's no need. I don't feel the need to fix anything on this figure, unlike some Marvel Legends and such. There's been some Marvel Legends and figures where I feel like I'm going to break them immediately. And those things are horrible. Word of advice: if you get the tight joints on NECA figures, don't risk it. Take a hair dryer or warm water, whatever you prefer, and loosen up the joints. Yeah, I've also done that with McFarlane Toys. McFarlane Toys figures have also had McFarlane Toys have also had have had some really stiff, really tight joints. Like giving an example, the My Hero Academia All Might figure that I reviewed not that long ago. This guy's elbow, holy crap, was one of the most tight joints I have ever experienced on an action figure. It was so bad, I thought I was going to literally rip the figure, or I thought there was even no joint there at all. I thought the plastic had literally like melted and fused together. Like I was legitimately thinking like, there's no elbow joint here. Like the elbow is not working. But then I took some hot water, heated it up, lubricated it, and now his elbow bends. It's still pretty tight, but it's like not tight enough that like it's still like, you know, I can still bend it. But like that figure, holy crap, had some of the worst elbow, which funny enough, I have two friends that also own this exact same figure, and the joints on those figures feel absolutely horrible, and yet my copy that I bought randomly at Ross one day feels absolutely amazing, except that one elbow. I find it really weird that happened. But just an example of a figure that I had to fix. And then my Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Spider-Man, he had a calf swivel that was also really, really tight, and I had to warm that up too. Yeah, heating up a figure can even be considered fixing it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've had a lot of experience in having to fix McFarlane toys. I guess that My Hero Academia figure is McFarlane toys as well. And then I've had to do it with a Transformer figure, I think once. And then I did it with Marvel Legends a couple times. Because there's so many Marvel Legends figures where it feels like their biceps are going to rip off, and then they have some biceps that feel like they're going to freaking, like, not even going to move at all. Like, some of them feel so loose that they're going to fall off, and some of them feel so tight that they're going to be torn off. But yeah, just trying to think, what else do I have going on? Oh yeah, my next review after I just uploaded the Armada Megatron review not that long ago. So my next review, I'm kind of considering different options here. So I've got a couple that I'm really considering. So there's the two Amazon exclusive 2-packs with the Megatron, the Megatron and Ratbat, and then the Senator Shockwave and the Orion packs. I'm considering either doing a review where I do all 4 of those figures together as one big video, or I'm considering doing the 2 separate videos. And then besides those guys, I've also got, let's see, from those guys, other than those guys, I've got Rise of the Beasts Rhinox, I've got Gamer Edition Voyager Class Megatron. I've also got the Studio Series 86 Deluxe Class Brawn. What else? Oh, yes. I've also got the Marvel Legends Spider-Man 2-pack I still need to review with Aunt May and Dr. Octopus. Still need to review that. I have the Predator I just showed off that I need to review. I also have Needle Nose, Beachcomber, and DevCon that need to get reviewed. And then I've got some Star Wars The Black Series. I've got some G.I. Joe figures that need to get reviewed. What else? Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, just a couple things like that. Which, speaking of the Gamer Edition Megatron, I actually have him right here. And a lot of people have been complaining about the knees because he has these little nubs on his knees that prevent his knees from bending in any farther than that. So I'm going to go in and shave those off later. But I'm going to save that for the review so I can kind of have it as like a tutorial thing. Plus, there might be some good humor to get out of it. But yeah, very nice looking figure. I'm really happy with the Megatron. He looks great, but it's just those knees that seem so off-putting. Well, also, I had some issues with the mace. He can only grab it from the bottom of the handle. He can't grab it anywhere from the middle of the handle. Like, they managed to do that with the Optimus Prime, so why can't the Megatron do it? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. I'm planning on reviewing those as well. Rhinox Megs! Yep. Yeah, I've got Rhinox, or Megatron right here, which I haven't reviewed a Megatron, like a G1 styled Megatron in a while. I mean, I just reviewed a Megatron with the Armada one, but like I haven't reviewed a Megatron like this in a little while. And then Rhinox, he's over there on my Rise of the Beasts shelf. I don't know if I want to get him down. I'm kind of lazy right now. Oh yeah. Before I head off, before I start, closing down the live stream, I did just want to show off really fast. I just wanted to show this off. This is my brick badge from the Brick Slopes convention. So as you can see, I have been going for a while. This one on the bottom was the very first Brick Slopes I ever went to, and then going all the way up, this is the one from last year that I just went to last year, and then I'll add on the next brick on the top for this year's Brick Slopes. That's the Brick Slopes logo right there. It's the 3 slopes in the primary colors, blue, red, and yellow. And all of these badges are for different kinds of events and such that have had to do with Brick Slopes, not just Brick Slopes itself. I've got Brick Slopes 2017, Brick Slopes 2018, Brick Slopes 2019. Then I've got the 2019 20 Years of Lego Star Wars, Galaxy of Good, Building to Cure 2019. That was a brick for a charity event where we were donating a bunch of money to like cancer research and such. So that was what that brick was for. And then there's the Lego Star Wars fans Facebook group, a brick right there. Then I've got a brick right here for the that the Lego convention is a recognized AFOL networking event, which means it's like an official event, and that was for 2020. I have the brick for 2020. The convention wasn't held in 2020; it was going to, but basically everyone who signed up for 2020 ended up getting the brick sent to them at home anyway. So we kind of had a at-home convention, I guess you could say. And then I got another brick for that for the 2021. And then I have Keel Hall Cancer. That is a brick. Again, that is also another brick where it was a campaign for, doing donating money for cancer and such, to help people, for people with cancer. And then I have the brick right here for 2021. Kind of gets covered by the little Keel Hall Cancer heart piece. But point is, there's the one for 2021. And then also, that same year for 2021, you can see right there, there's Team Speed Build winner. That same year in 2021, I joined into the Team Speed Build thing where me and a bunch of other people in a team, we had to quickly build a set, and we happened to be the team that won. It was putting me out of focus there for a second. And so I got that brick to recognize that I won during that year. Then I have the 2 bricks from last year, recognized in networking, AFOL networking event 2022, and then Brick Slopes 2022 right there. So yeah, I have an extensive history with Brick Slopes. I also have this brick that I need to add to the brick badge. It's for the Bricks and Minifigs. It's a local Lego store here in Utah, and I think they also have a location in Vegas. They help sponsor Brick Slopes every single year, so I need to add this brick to the brick badge. But yeah, and apparently this year is their 13th anniversary. So yeah, I've won, let's see, out of all the Brick Slopes that I've gone to, I have won a total of, how many trophies have I actually won? Let's see, it was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. I've won 4 actual trophies from the convention. 2 of them, I won 2 awards in 2018, and then I won 1 award in 2019, and then obviously I didn't win anything in 2020, and then I didn't win anything in 2021, sadly, but I did get a bunch of honorable mentions in 2021, and then I did win the speed build, so that at least made up for something. And then in 2019, I won 1 award, and so this year I'm hoping that I'm going to get at least 1 or 2. At least 1. Every single year, I hope to win at least 1 thing. And yeah, so that's kind of Brick Slopes. I'm really excited. I look forward to it every single year. I love Lego, and the Lego convention really brings out the best side of me when it comes to Lego, and so I really like that stuff. Do I have any of the Warhammer comics? Yes, I do. I do have some of the Warhammer comics. Do I feel like pulling any of them out, though, is the question. Probably not, but I do have some of them. I do have... My gosh, this garbage is pissing me off. I'm trying to, like, clean up while I'm talking. But yeah, I do have... To answer your question, yes. The answer is yes. I have... I'm not sure if there's any more series besides these two, but I do know there's the Sisters of Battle, along with the Calgar, that series about Calgar. I have all of that one. I have all of the Marinus Calgar series, but I don't have all the issues of Sisters of Battle. I only have issues 1 and 5, but I have all of them for the other series. Have you ever considered getting any of the models? No. The models are too time consuming. If I get one, I'll probably want to get more. You also have to paint them manually and just like. That's why I bought some of the McFarlane toys at the mark. Yeah, like why I bought some of the action figures, because it scratches that Warhammer itch without getting into the whole model kit thing. And again, I'm not really a model kits person in general. So the action figure thing is more my speed. Plus, I got into Warhammer not for the tabletop game. I got into Warhammer for the video games. I really love Space Marine on the Xbox 360. I really love what was it? I really loved Dark Tide that came out a little bit ago. I played. I'm not really into the turn-based RPG games. I'm mostly into like the first-person, third-person shooter games. Which, speaking of, I'm really excited for Space Marine 2 that's supposed to be coming out this winter. Really excited for that game. But yeah, I didn't really get into Warhammer for that kind of stuff. And honestly, part of me is kind of scared about Warhammer because it's like I'm worried that if I'm really going to get involved that heavily, I would have to dedicate all my living being into just Warhammer, where I'm also into Transformers and Star Wars and this and this and this and this. So it's like, it's just that there's a lot of lore and a lot of stuff that a lot of time and effort that goes behind Warhammer. And I'm kind of more on the casual side. I'm not so much of a fan that I'm getting so involved. I'm just more of a casual fan who just follows up with a couple of the video games and who collects a couple action figures, and that's about it. And I do read up on some of the lore. I have read a couple stories. I've been tempted to get Warhammer Plus and watch some of the exclusive animated series and movies and shorts that they have on there. What else? And then, of course, also I read the comics because I've always been into comic books. So Warhammer's in Warhammer as comic books has always been right up my alley. The next Warhammer game I really want to play, besides Space Marine 2, I really want to play the Blood, Teeth, and Shootas one. Or the Shootas, Blood and Teeth, or whatever. It's the one about the orcs. I really like how that one looks because it reminds me of Strike Force Heroes that I used to play forever back in the day, back in high school, junior high. Reminds me of Strike Force Heroes, just it's orcs. But yeah. Oh, funny enough, speaking of Warhammer and Brickslopes, you can casually enjoy Warhammer. You don't have to go deep in the series. I'm personally into a lot of fandoms, but that doesn't mean I'm balls deep in all of them. Yeah, same here. Funny enough, speaking of Warhammer and the Brickslopes convention, I actually have a model that I'm bringing to Brickslopes from Warhammer. I built a Warhammer Chaos Marine. I kind of want to find a different head that has like a pair of horns on it, but I think I did a pretty good job making a Chaos Marine. Got his legs, got some of the gold, and he's got his power gauntlet right here. The finger's kind of coming off. Yeah, he's got a power gauntlet on this side. He's got a big old axe right here. And then I've also got the skulls with these little horns. Got the banner. All kinds of little spikes and horns. He's got some posability, some ball joints. I tried to make him, and I tried to make him like roughly in the minifigure scale so that the figure is roughly about minifigure scale. So like, let's see, do I have a minifigure that I can just grab? Oh yeah, of course I do. Of course I have a minifigure I can just grab. The Lego Optimus Prime, Briximus Prime right here. Here he is compared next to a minifigure, your average size Lego minifigure. Like, I guess that's roughly in scale, right? Like, that's roughly there. Sort of. Maybe a little too big, but wanted him to be at least roughly in scale with Lego minifigures. But there he is. Nice little Lego Chaos Marine that I built for Warhammer. Yeah, just something. That's something fun that I also made. Like, see, again, I'm into Warhammer enough that I built that at least. But yeah. Excuse me. Anyway, that is basically it for this live stream unboxing, and I thank everyone for joining in who has. And a big shout out to Linkimus Prime for sending over the cloud cover figure from the Toxitron collection. This guy will forever be on the shelf, and he's just going to go right over there and join with his other Conehead brethren. And Gladiator Hulk. Show off Gladiator Hulk again. I'll do a review on this guy for sure at some point down the line. Again, as you can see, I mentioned earlier, I have a big backlog of things I still need to get through. And then, that Predator figure and a lot of other figures that I still need to review that are all over the place, and brick slopes and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, thank you all for watching, everybody. This has been Briximus Prime. Linkimus, I hope you're gonna get that package sometime soon, because I want to make sure that you get it, because I don't want it to get lost in the mail or anything like that. But it should be there pretty quickly, because I paid for 3-day shipping for it to get there, so shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, and again, if you guys want to check out Linkimus Prime's channel, there is a link in the description to Linkimus Prime's channel. If you guys want to make live streams like this on your own, you can click a link down to StreamYard down below as well. I've also got links down there to my Lego channel, which I'll talk about brick slopes on my Lego channel more. I've got links down there to my second channel where I throw a bunch of random videos together that I just randomly throw over there. And then, and my Instagram's also linked below. And just if you guys are interested, I honestly don't really care, but all that stuff is in the description. You can go and check all that out. But anyway, that is basically it for this live stream unboxing. Look forward to more reviews and stuff from me. And I'm just going to be figuring out life over here. Just money and school and just everything in general. I've just got to stay on top of everything, especially with YouTube. I want to make sure I'm on top of everything. So hopefully it won't be too long for me to make another video.